Hello everyone, welcome to the Bodhi Academy. Today we'll start with class 8, chapter 5, human resource. So with regards to human resource, peoples are nation's greatest resource. Nature's bounty becomes significant only when people find it useful. So it is their demand and ability that turn into resources. So human resource is the ultimate resource. Healthy, educated, motivated people, they develop resources as per their requirements. Human resources, like other resources, are not equally distributed over the world. They differ in their educational levels, age, and sex. Their numbers and characteristics also keep changing. So, distribution of population. The way in which people are spread across the Earth's surface is known as the pattern of population distribution. So, more than 90% of the world population lives in about 30% of the land surface. The distribution of population in the world is extremely uneven. So some areas they are very crowded, some are sparsely populated. The crowded areas are South and Southeast Asia, Europe and Northeastern America. Very few people live in high altitude latitude areas, tropical desert, high mountains and areas of equatorial forest. Many more people they live north of the equator than south of the equator. Almost three quarters of the world's people live in two continents, Asia and Africa. So, around 60% of the world's people stay in just 10 countries. All of them have more than 100 million people. Then, density of population. Population density is the number of people living in unit area of Earth's surface. So, it's like how many people living in that particular area. And it is normally expressed as per square kilometer. South Central Asia is the highest density, followed by East and Southeast Asia. So these things you have to remember. Then very important part is which are the factors affecting distribution of population. The first geographical factors, okay, and in this it comes topography, climate, soil, water, minerals. Then comes social and cultural economic factors, and in this social, cultural and economic things comes. Okay. So we'll move to topography. So people lives on plains rather than mountains and plateaus, and because plains are suitable for farming, manufacturing, and service activity. So most importantly, the Ganga plains are the most densely populated areas of the world. Then mountains like Andes, Alps, Himalayas are sparsely populated. Okay. Next, climate. People usually avoid extreme climates that are very hot, very cold like Sahara, polar regions, Russia, Canada, Antarctica. Then soil. Fertile soil provides suitable land for agriculture. Fertile plains such as Ganga and Brahmaputra in India, Honghe, Jiang in China, and the Nile in Egypt. These are densely populated. Then water. People prefer to live in the areas where fresh water it is easily available. The river valleys of the world are densely populated while deserts have spare population. Then minerals. Areas with mineral deposits are more populated than diamond mines of South Africa and discovery of oil in the Middle East. This leads to settling of people in these areas. Then social, cultural and economic factors. This includes social areas of better housing, education, health facilities are more densely populated like Pune. Cultural places with religion or cultural significance. These attract people. Varanasi, Jerusalem, Vatican City. These are some of the examples. Then economic, industrial areas provide employment opportunities and large number of people they attract these areas like Japan, Osaka in Japan, Mumbai in India. These are two densely populated areas. Then population change. The population change in this we are going to learn about the birth rate, death rate, migration, natural growth rate. Okay, so the population change refers to change in a number of people during a specific time. The world population has not been stable, okay, and it is increasing. So this is actually due to changes in a number of birth and death. for an extremely long period of human history. So, until the 18th, the world population grew steadily but slowly, and large number of babies were born, but they died early too. This was there were no proper health facilities, and sufficient food was not available, and farmers were not able to produce more food requirements. Then in 1804, the world population it reached to 1 billion. 155 years later, in 1959, the world population reached 3 billion, and this is often called population explosion. Then in 1999, 40 years later, the population doubled to 6 billion. The main reason for this growth was that with better food supplies and medicine, deaths were reducing, while the number of births it still remained fairly high. Then, births are usually measured using the birth rate. Okay, so these are usually we measured using the birth rate, the number of live births per 1,000 people. Death rates are usually measured using the death rates. Okay, number of deaths per 1,000 people. Then, migration is nothing but it is a movement of people in and out of an area. So, there are two types of migration, internal and international. Internal is within the country, and international is like one countries to another. Birth and deaths are the natural causes of population change. Difference between the birth rate and the death rate of the country is called natural growth rate. And the population increase in the world is mainly due to rapid increase in natural growth rate. Then migration, it is another way of population size changes. And people, they may move within a country or between countries. Emigrants are people who leave a country. Immigrants are those who arrive in the country. Okay. So countries like United States of America and Australia, they have gained in numbers by in-migration or immigration. Sudan is an example of a country that has experienced a loss of population because of out migration or emigration. So the general a year it is given, emigration is when a person enters a new country, immigration when a person leaves that country. So the general trend of international migration is from the less developed nation to the more developed nation in search of better employment opportunity. Within countries, large number of people may move from the rural to urban areas in search of employment, education, and health facilities. Then patterns of population change. So here we'll see the patterns and population composition. Okay, yeah. So we are left with patterns and population composition. So rates of population growth it vary across the world. Although the total population it is rising rapidly, and not all countries are experiencing this growth. So some countries like Kenya, they have a high population growth rate, and they had both high birth rates and death rates. So now with improving healthcare, death rates have fallen, but birth rates it still remain high, leading to high growth rate. So in other countries like United Kingdom, population growth is slowing because of low birth and low death rates. Then we move to population composition. How crowded a country is has little to do with its level of economic development. For example, both Bangladesh and Japan they are very densely populated, but Japan is far more economically developed than Bangladesh. Now to understand the role of people as a resource. Now here we should know about various qualities. Like people vary greatly in their age, sex, literacy level, health condition, occupation, and income level. And it is essential to understand these characteristics of people. Population composition refers to structure of population. Okay. Then composition is like how many males, females, which age group, how educated they are, what type of occupations they are employed in, what their income levels and health conditions are. So an interesting way of studying the population composition of country is by looking at the population pyramid. Now it is also called as an age sex pyramid. So a population pyramid shows this is the population pyramid, figure 5.6. The total population divided into various age like 5 to 9 years or 10 to 14 years. The percentage of total population subdivided into males and females in each of those groups. Then, the shape of the population pyramids tells the story of the people living in that particular country. So, the number of children below 15 years they are shown at the bottom. So, it reflects the birth level. Okay. Then, the size of top shows the number of age group and reflects the number of death. The population pyramid, this also tells us how many dependents there are in a country. So there are two groups of dependents, young dependents and elderly dependents, and those of the working age are the economically active. The population pyramid of a country in which birth and death rates both are high is broad at the base and rapidly narrows towards the top. And this is because although many children they are born, a large percentage of them they die in their infancy. Okay, relatively few become adults, and there are very few old people. This situation is typified by the pyramid shown for Kenya. So this is that. Then, so in countries where death rates among the very young are decreasing, the pyramid is broad in the younger age group. So this can be seen in the pyramid figure of 5.8 here. Such population contain a relatively large number of young people and they are strong and expanding labor force. Then if you see a population pyramid of Japan, it's not stable. So low birth rates makes the pyramid narrow at the base here and decreased death rates allow number of people to reach old age. Then skilled, spirited and hopeful young people endowed with a positive outlook are the future of any nation. We in India are fortunate to have such a resource. They must be educated and provided skills and opportunities to become able and productive. So, this is uh, so with this we are done with the lesson human resource, and in this lesson we learned about the people as a resource. Then we learned about the pattern of population. Then we learned about various factors which affect the distribution of population: topography, climate, soil, water, minerals. Okay, we learned about population change and all. Thank you for watching the video. Do like, share and subscribe.